Okay, a few days ago, or maybe a week ago by now, I mentioned that I was going to send a video to you of what we've been working on for the last few weeks. I figured I'd start on the inside, then go out. Because right now you can see through our window, and we actually have what appears to be a backyard. You know, a little fence that we put up, some planter boxes. So that's kind of the lead into it. But I'll rotate around here and kind of we'll get to the outside as I move around. First we got our fire stove for those nice comfy winter evenings, and we come over here to the south facing window and you see a lazy cat. Yeah, that's Katie laying there taking it easy. And so we make ourselves around here to face west and look out at that nice outdoors, and lo and behold, look what we have right down here. Another lazy cat. That's Katie was there before, and this is Betty. So we'll continue around and walk outside, make our way to the front door. Another window looking outside. And so now we're out front. It's our fire pit that you saw before. Hummingbird feeder, which I think the cats for the most part scared a lot of them off. Some of the stuff on the outside is growing in pretty well. We've tried a myriad of different deer stop eating fixes, but anyway, some of it worked, some of it didn't. Got these trees have grown quite a bit since we planted those. And overlooking that area, nice little flat area out there with the statue of the couple kids. That's where Mia is laid to rest also. Work our way around. That's south. Coming back around, going east. We've got a barbecue we put together a few years ago. And so now we're headed to the gate entering the backyard. So we've got a couple posts with a couple large, gates. You notice that these posts, since everything's sitting on rock, had to hold those upright. They're basically just sitting on concrete blocks and then a brace going back to the rock wall that's bolted into the rock. We've got this little top piece that raises. We'll get that out of the way behind us to open the gate. So now you look at the backyard. Start off over here on the right. We've got blackberries growing here. They'll be growing up the fence. Gonna have to keep those under control so they don't ruin the fence. That's blackberry and blackberry here. And you can see another look at the brace that's going back to the rock wall holding up the fence. And all these planter boxes. And so they're all fed with drip hose, drip system. And the ones on the house side also, even the planter pot there is fed with a drip line. And we went with a nice two-tier up against the house and single tier up against the fence. That's the window that I was looking out of earlier. And you can see through to the bay on the other side. Anyway, continuing our path outside. Got plenty of planter boxes. Oh, yes, here on the right, we've got these pole bean things. I'm not very good with all the names of these things. That's Cheryl's department. Anyway, pole beans, and they climb up a separate rack that are hanging off this bracket here put together, fastened to the top of the fence. And so anyway, they hang down, and so we can take that bracket off real easily and take all the peas off or whatever. Anyway, that's removable. Got that in a couple different places. Then we've got these other pole beans of some sort here climbing. And we keep moving back. Got another arrangement right here with this hanging grate in coming out of the planter box for other climbing things of some sort. More braces going back to the ground behind. Sorry if I went too fast with some of this. More stepped boxes here. It seems like things are growing really well. They seem to like the conditions. Hasn't been very long, and so I mean these have only been in, I don't know, a week or two. Lettuce is doing extremely well, lettuce and spinach. So I'll come over here to this one. There's chives, I don't know, onions, a couple different kinds of lettuce, I guess. Over here we've got tomatoes that are starting off in here, so they're going pretty well. Come around to this box, and that's an arrangement for strawberry plants, and that right there, that T structure right there, is removable, so we can take that off in the winter and move it into the garage, and there's no holes drilled through the wood or anything. It's just clamped together with those two little bracket pieces. This is our wood stack that we'll probably use over these next 2 winter seasons. So we moved that from down the hill back to here. Got another gate coming in to the backyard from between the shop and the house, and of course the nice little bobcat sitting beyond it. So I got more plants growing in here, lettuce and what have you. Compost bin, which is pretty full. Another gate going to the back behind the shop. I'll show you that more in a minute. And these strawberry plants are doing really well. Of course, we probably won't be able to pick anything this year. Next year they'll have strawberries, but they have drip as well. You can probably see that going into those boxes. Work our way around to the back, and we'll flip open this gate. This was kind of fun working on all this stuff. Walk to the back. We're going east right now, and this was a project in itself. We had somebody come up and cut down some trees, and then we turned them to rounds and had somebody split all of it. And so I got some pallets. We put a screen around it, or wire fabric, reinforcing fabric. Put those around the pallets so that we could stack the wood inside. So that's, you know, 4 feet wide, 4 feet high by, shoot, I don't know how many pallets there are, but anyway, pretty long. So that would last us a little while too. But that kept us pretty busy. So anyway, come back around this other way. Just kind of a quick walk through back. Again, just, you know, coming up on the garage attached to the house with our strawberry plants and squash down below. Patio. We've eaten outside a few times right here on that little slab there, and pretty well, but once the sun goes down, it gets pretty cool out here. So anyway, so that's what we were working on for the last couple weeks. So anyway, I will sign off right now, and you'll get this shortly. Bye.